Greetings, this is Timothy the Digital Apothecary, and I'm here with my wife.
Hello!
So, this is Christina. She's also a pharmacist. So, we're both pharmacists, and I am very passionate about digital health, and you've been along for the ride for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
So, she helps me out with my website and helps edit a lot of material. So, there's one thing that just came out recently that I thought was very interesting. It was called Lumi from Pampers, and it's a smart connected diaper. And I thought this would be very good for us to both talk about this thing because we actually we have a 2-year-old, and we we're still changing diapers, not as frequently, thank God.
No.
But you think about like in terms of what we had to go through with this kid to basically newborn, bringing him home and changing diapers. What was like almost every 2 hours?
Sometimes more frequently than that, and not knowing he had diaper rash in the beginning for a while. I just figured the redness was a normal color of his skin, and he had diaper rash going on because we weren't changing him frequently enough.
It's the benefits of being new parents, I would say. And we didn't really have too much help nearby, so it was a lot of us learning.
No, we both live pretty far from family members. Definitely not a day trip type of drive. So, yeah, kind of figuring it all out. And our friends that live around here, none of them have kids. None of our friends really, in general, have kids for the most part, with a few exceptions here and there. But, yeah. So, forging a new path.
Yeah, it was a lot of learning as we went along, and, we're still learning.
Mm-hmm.
But I love digital health. I love talking about it, and one area that always stood out to me was the digital health for kids. There's a number of technology out there you may not be aware of. Something you probably know, like nanny cams or smart cams. Now you can monitor. We have friends that have those things.
Yeah, a lot of people I know that do have kids really, really like the nanny cam type of things, just to use as a baby monitor. And while we didn't really do that because we didn't find it necessary, and I figured I would kind of get obsessive with it, just like watching him constantly, I do know a lot of people that have them and really, really love them.
And that's kind of the thing. Like, the one big burden in digital health is just the sheer amount of alerts that you get. So, I talk often about, let's talk about, medication reminders, just having this device that reminds you when to take your medication and such. Now, just imagine you have something says, your baby's moving and such. There's one thing also called an owlet, I think it is. It straps on
the foot.
Yes, and basically tracks heart rate.
It tracks the heart rate and movement, and it's supposed to be like an early detector in case the baby stops breathing in the middle of the night. So it's supposed to help with SIDS and hopefully prevent it. But there are some glitches that I've personally heard about from people where if you lose Wi-Fi in the middle of the night due to, routers resetting, power outage, it alerts you and it freaks you out, making you think your baby has stopped breathing and their heart has stopped.
And I can tell you nothing else than the thought that, just imagine, you're not even sleeping that much as a parent early on. I mean, we were averaging 2, 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep.
For almost the first year of his life.
And just imagine, you're sleeping, you're just happy, you're resting, and this thing just starts yelling at you like, oh my God, your baby basically isn't moving, could be something, maybe something happening.
Very serious, yeah.
I mean, sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS, is a very big concern for a lot of new parents. I won't lie, there was times where I would just go in a room and just be like, are you breathing? Are you moving?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. And then just walk out, and then, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I listen to baby monitor and be like, what's going on? So, just having even a nanny cam just obsessively watch, I think would drive me nuts. But I think it depends on what type of person you are involved with it.
Yeah.
So
and then there's also the Willow breast pump, which is another smart device for parents, and it helps breastfeeding moms by alerting them when the bags are getting full. It's supposed to be discreet, and it's shaped very much like a breast cup in a shirt or a bra, and it fits right in your bra. So it's supposed to be very discreet, very quiet, and it has smart technology to let you know when the bags are getting full and would need to be changed. And I had wanted to test it out, but it wasn't released to the public yet, and I didn't qualify for their beta before I was done breastfeeding. So unfortunately, I can't speak from personal experience, but it did look really, really cool, and I wanted to try it.
I would say the whole technology space for childcare is just booming right now. Also with like pet care and such. But like, so this thing comes out though from Pampers Lumi. We just actually watched the video. I'm gonna link it below if you want to watch it as well. And essentially, what it is that you get mailed at home a box of supplies that includes a nanny cam basically from Logitech. It looked like 2 packs of diapers and then 2 sensors that fit on the diapers. No announcement about what the price is just yet.
Or if you have to use those particular diapers, or if you can attach them to any Pampers diapers or any diaper in general. So no word on that either.
I'm looking at this thing and I see like on a diaper it's a little small mark where the sensor could fit on.
Well, I think it's supposed to be like a place of where you're supposed to put it, but I'm wondering if like we could attach it to his current diapers, for instance. So
I'm going to go with, to be honest, from the marketing and probably from making it money, it's going to be a special diaper, which I think is going to come back to a cost issue. And we'll talk about that later about even how much we're paying for diapers right now and wipes and everything else. I mean, we use Pampers pretty much for our child. You know, so let's think about this. So they're showing like on the video, this idea, like, you know, they show like this mother and father. The father's playing with the kids and the mother's taking active care of the kid. I love that crap. I won't even go there. But what we see though is you know, the camera, they're looking at it. There's a baby sleeping and getting up, but then they also show like, oh, I gotta go out. Can I check this app and see when was the last time they ate? How much has they slept? And is the diaper dry or wet? So, I mean, what do you think? Do you think that would have helped us early on if we knew that stuff?
I think it probably would have helped us a lot, especially in the beginning when we were just so overtired ourselves and with family far away, not having anybody with prior experience raising a child to kind of give us pointers in the right direction. But I think it would have been helpful to have that.
I agree. I think it would have been something that, like, just saying, oh, the kid's diapers wet. Because sometimes you'd just be playing with the kid or they'd be sleeping, and then you go up and you'd be like, oh, your diaper's soaked.
I mean, it's pretty noticeable when they're soiled between the smell and, I mean, the blowouts and all of that kind of stuff. But sometimes the wet diapers are pretty sneaky, but they can also be extremely uncomfortable to the child, just like a soiled diaper can. So it's important to change them just as soon as you would change a soiled diaper. And they're a little sneakier to catch.
I mean, our kid had a number of, not a lot, but had a few diaper rashes. I would swear I want to avoid those as a play, because then the kid's uncomfortable. You put them in a car seat, they're very uncomfortable. They don't like laying around certain positions because it just burns. And then every time you change them, you're putting on different creams,
paste, prescription ointments. Yeah, we kind of had a standing order of prescription ointments from the pediatrician to use whenever, pretty much.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can see, like, this, especially for parents' first time to have to deal with a kid, this could be a really cool tool for them.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me probably is, again, alerts. Like, how often do you need to change? How do they gauge, like, what is a soaked amount?
Yeah, because, like, in the video, it shows wet, very wet, soaked. Like, it shows that, like, in the app. So, like, how does it gauge the amount of wetness? And that might be the technology of the diaper itself. There might be something in there where, like, if it's puffed out this amount, or I'm not really sure of the technology behind it. And again, it comes back to does it have to be those diapers, or can it be any diaper?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably only their own brand, just so you stop with competitors. And then the other concept would probably be, let's talk about cost. I mean,
I'm thankful that we get a discount for where I work. Thankfully, that saves us some money between coupons and employee discounts. That's why, that's kind of saved us a lot. Like, I look at my receipt savings, and it's thousands of dollars a year that I'm saving just from coupons and whatnot. That's not including what I actually spend to buy the diapers and the other products that he needs.
But not the average parent's gonna have access to that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and then if your baby is extra sensitive, like wipes, for instance, he can only use Pampers, like the super sensitive ones, Pampers Aqua, the ones that are supposed to be almost all water. And then when he has diaper rash, water wipes are the only ones he can tolerate. He can't do anything else that has like alcohol in it or like dyes or perfumes because he will get worse. And so if your baby's extra sensitive, that's more money you're spending because you're spending it for a particular name brand product or something special, like it's lacking this or it has this in it. So when that comes into play and you have a baby who has particular needs, it becomes even more expensive.
I would say we kind of waxed away. Like I would say like our average budget just for like diapers and everything else is probably like a solid like between $200 and $300 a month early on when he was a newborn.
Yeah.
But then when he would get a diaper rash, and then we'd go through diapers and all this other stuff, it would jack up to like maybe $400.
I mean, we would be changing diapers every hour when he would actively have diaper rash. Just
and not sleeping.
Yeah. And it was just... So that's, if he's wearing 24 diapers a day going through, or more, depending on if he soils them, and, there's 72 in a box, that's 3 days that a box of diapers gets you through. And a box of diapers costs anywhere from $20 to $35 depending on what brand you're buying. So do the math. How much is a week gonna cost?
It's incredible. So Lumi isn't the first smart diaper. There's actually been other ones like there's actually been some Kickstarter or Indiegogos that have been going for smart diapers, and there's ones that have been talking like CES, Monit, I think it is. I'll link an article about that as well. So the smart diaper movement is not new. It's been going on. But I think, this brand with Pampers, I mean, that's the thing that stands out, and they're partnering with someone else to do this. I think that's going to make some inroads. My understanding is they're going to roll this out online first before it starts being sold in stores. Now with Toys R Us gone, I mean, I guess it leaves up in Target, Walmart, and some other ones like maybe like the community pharmacies to host that stuff. But I see this as possibly a big expense, but I'd be very curious in terms of, let's talk about data first. I mean, let's suppose you do this and it could show that you do this and you have a reduction of, let's say, diaper rashes.
Yeah.
I could see that being like a big standout. Like, oh, if you use use this product, you have like 50% less diaper rashes. I mean, that would stand out to me. I'd be like, that's probably worth the cost and just the lost sleep and all the agony that goes into this.
Yeah, because I mean, there's nothing worse than holding your crying child and not knowing, and not being able to do anything about it. Just knowing that it has to pass. And that's a terrible feeling. It makes you cry along with them.
So many sleepless nights. And I mean, like, would I pay money for that? Yeah. I honestly, hands down, I would really, even if it's a little bit more just for that sleep and peace of mind and comfort. You when you get in that situation, you're just like, I never again want to deal with it. And a few weeks later, you go through it all over again. And you're like, okay, if that can do it for me, then maybe I would fess up the money more for it. So I'm actually very curious to be where this comes with next, because if we have a child sometime soon and this thing's out, I would be willing to try it out and just see what it's like. Yeah, no, I would too. I would definitely give it a try, because it's very intriguing to me. I don't know if we'd use the baby monitor for the same reason that we didn't get one to begin with, but I don't think you have to use it from what it seems like. I mean, it doesn't say too much. It just kind of shows you all the bells and whistles of it without saying like what you need to do to use just the diaper sensing portion of it. And I do have some other questions. Like, they say it sends 2 sensors. Like, can you just buy one sensor? Does it run on a battery? It doesn't look like it's a USB-C chargeable thing. So like, is it just a battery, and then when it dies, you have to buy a new one? How long does that last? Mm-hmm. Does it have to connect directly through Wi-Fi? Is it Bluetooth? These are questions I'm trying to look up. I can't get some information right now. And if I do, I'll probably do a follow-up video and talk about it. But I think it's interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting concept, and I think it shows like a future of where childcare can go as far as digital health and the digital movement is concerned. So it's very interesting to see that sort of stuff coming out. So in any event, this is Timothy Thomas from the Digital Apothecary. And his wife, Christina. Thank you for listening, and feel free to leave any comments below. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.